back to my channel after possibly 4 months of constantly saying posting. Been going through a big mess these past couple months with moving back to America and everything that's been going on in me and Monique's life. But this is exactly what I wanted to talk about today. My life has been filled with excuses, and many times in life we live by excuses. We don't live by our purpose, our calling from God to fulfill what is burning in our heart to do. We would rather just cover it up with excuses. So today I want to just encourage somebody out there and speak completely real and from my heart. It's going to be quick, and hopefully, like I said, it could be an encouragement to someone out there, because I have been fighting excuses. I have been using any excuse I could come up with to not do what I'm supposed to be doing with YouTube and even with me and Monique's channel. In other words, just being lazy. So here we go. Today the title is Get Rid of Excuses. And something that dropped in my mind the other day is that excuses will bring execution to your call from God. And not a good execution of moving forward to something, but it will completely kill and cancel the greatness that lies on your life, because excuses will bring forth complacency and you'll just be running in circles and circles, and you'll eventually, just like me, look down 6 months down the line and you've gotten nowhere, and I didn't even have a rightful excuse not to be doing these videos. So I just want to give 5 things that can help you recognize if your excuses are holding you back, because that's all they do, they hold you back. And so the first one is focusing on your lack of ability. We say things, I am not good enough at it, I can't, and we just focus on our lack instead of what God has given us to do it. And the word says in Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And it's but through Christ that we're able to accomplish everything He has called us to do. Number 2, what happened in the past and the belief that it will happen again. I always fail. I tried that before and look what happened. Last time I did that, this happened. And that's what we also say all the time I say all the time to myself, what happened in the past. You know, I've tried to do this and this was the outcome of it. Or to be honest with you, my last video that I posted, I only, got 150 views. What if it wasn't good enough? And we look in the past and we bring forth those past, things that we've done and compare it to the now. But instead, God is wanting us to grow from that. But instead, we like to make excuses and say, well, this is what happened and our circumstances won't change from there. 3, putting yourself down. I don't deserve that. I have been lucky. I haven't worked hard enough. I'm not as good as others at it. And that is a big thing that I personally do sometimes, is I look at all this YouTube world and look at all the people that are 1 million subscribers and post videos. Some people post 3 videos a week, and I just use it to put myself down. Instead of using it as an encouragement, I rather use it as an excuse that Preston, just forget about it. You're not as good as those. You don't have the equipment, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have what it takes to run. But there's a starting point everywhere that we have to start. I can relate it to working out in the gym. You walk in to get this new gym membership, and you get the gym membership and you look at this guy that's been working out for 8 months and he's all, jacked up, and you look like a shrimp. Well, you're gonna put yourself down by comparing, to that. And that's the thing, we make excuses for ourselves, or I can never look like this, I can never look like that. So we don't even attempt to try because we're too busy making excuses holding us back from what we're doing. All right, so we got number 1, focusing on your lack of ability. Number 2, what happened in the past and the belief that it will happen again. Number 3, putting yourself down. Let's go to number 4, accepting other people's judgments and what you think that they want you to do. So sometimes we always look and we let the voices from the outside sometimes push us forward into that hole of excuses, because there's many people out there that's going to send you negativity that well, you know, you have this, and we want to believe the lies of others when really it's just stopping us from going forward in our greatness. And I know of a few people that, you know, laughed and said, you're starting a YouTube channel, you're just trying to be like the others. But really, you know, it was a desire to reach out to people and help people through videos and stuff. But I allowed those thoughts, those negativities, those voices to basically birth into an excuse that I could use. Well, people are saying this, people are saying that, and before you know it, you're pushed into a corner, allowing those voices to control your destiny and what God wants you to do. Number 5, assuming you'll fail. There's no chance, I'll never be able to, that's not going to happen. And that was one of my biggest excuses with YouTube. And over the past 6 months, I'm gonna fail, it's not good enough. You know, we look at every aspect of life and we look at what is the main thing that stops us from getting to where we need to be, or to putting forth that effort into it. And it's this very popular excuse: I'll fail, or I can't. And that fail and can't shouldn't even be in our vocabulary. But also, returning back to the verse that I used at the beginning of this video, is Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And if we go through, you know, the motion of life thinking we're gonna fail, we'll never accomplish anything, because we just love to rock and lay in that bed of failure and that self-pity and self-excuse. And I'm just being open with you guys of what I've really been doing to myself these past months, of just, oh, I'll fail at it, I'm not good enough to do it. But we have to push back those excuses. And I wrote a thought down: instead of letting excuses eliminate you, it's time that we as believers and people eliminate excuses. So we allow all these excuses and different examples that I gave today that will, you know, eliminate us, will pull us out and only hurt us in the long run. But instead, it's time that we stand up and be bold and eliminate excuses, no matter how hard it is, no matter what you think of yourself, no matter what others think of you. You need to know that you are called, you are chosen and set apart to do greatness on the face of the earth. And let me tell you, a life that is defended by excuses has become comfortable in defeat. And that is so true. We become comfortable in defeat because all we do is defend it with excuses. And next thing you know, we're living a life of defeat instead of a life of victory, what God has called us to live and walk and breathe and spread to others out there that need our help, that need the motivation. So I want to encourage somebody today out there. I know this was quick, I know it was fast, and it took me defeating a lot of excuses to do this video. And I just want to encourage somebody out there today that look past the excuses, look past what your mind and what people were trying to tell you, that you're a failure, that you can't do this. Personally, it was me with the YouTube video, and I look back on, I've been trying to write a book for the past year almost. And every time I go to write, I think of another excuse, or I've got to do this to do it, I've got to do this to finish it. But I want to let you know that you can do it. You can. The sky is the limit in life. And I quote the verse again, Philippians 4:13. If that is the head verse of this video, then let it be. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And it's but by the strength of the Lord that we're able to conquer and become victorious in all that we do in life. So I want to encourage somebody, if you're facing these excuses, throw them aside, throw them away, get them out, get the stinking thinking out, and get some positivity in your life. Get around positive people. Negative people will drain you and pull you apart. But you've got to know today, once again, that excuses cannot be part of our lifestyle. That God has called you to live in greatness, that He's called you to live in victory. And I want to encourage you today that you can do it and you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. So I thank you guys for watching today. I hope this hit home. I know it was quick. I know it was fast. So once again, thank you guys. Please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I want to thank you all for helping me reach 100 subscribers. It's a start. I got my own URL now, so that was a pretty cool goal. But I'll also link below some social media accounts that you can keep up with me and also me and Monique's couple channel, which we are growing amazing. It's amazing. We're close to 3,000 subscribers. So I want to thank you guys. And remember, get rid of those excuses. God bless you guys. Love you.